I think you guys know what time it is. It's time for that Noragami. Like, I mean, come on, guys. Like, you really think I wasn't going to talk about at least Season 2? Like, at least going to talk about Noragami Aragoto? I mean, just to let some people know, I actually did talk recently. Like, I think it was, like, on Twitter and stuff that I actually did finish the anime of, like, Season 1. I still haven't had it yet to check out the OVA yet, but I marathoned all of Season 1. I actually did, like, review it way back in the day as well, like the first couple of episodes, and I really enjoyed it. But one of the things I definitely thought was not a real issue with the series at all. Like, it's really good. It's just that I preferred watching it like in a marathon, and I felt like, you know, that was great. So I at least definitely wanted to at least talk about episode 1 of The Return. I don't know if you guys really want me to. I will actually get back into like making it, maybe doing it weekly, because I know it's only going to be a 12 episode series, so I really kind of want to do that. But just to say, like, if people want to know where exactly you should like start with Noragami, if you actually kind of can't wait once a week, because I know a lot of people do love it, and I've seen it a couple of times, where do you really start with the manga? Well, you can start with like volume 1, but where they're at the moment is volume 4. They kind of are taking their own little different thing with what they're exactly doing with like the anime. They're adding some bits are later events, and also as well they add their own little twist. But considering that the actual like first season had a filler ending, which did not affect the canon, and it was still really good. I mean, that's just a lot to say though about it. And it's like, honestly, it was really good. And it's just say like the return of it, I definitely wanted to at least talk about the first episode just to get right into it. I mean, before we got to talk about that opening though. Holy shit. I mean, it's not Hello Sleepwalkers, unfortunately. It's not like as good as that one, but it's still really solid like that. It's like, it's really good. I'd recommend it. The I believe the ending's done by like Supercell, which is alright. I mean, it's like, personally, if I choose it between ending 1 and this one, I think I actually like this one a little bit more, personally, from what I've heard of it. But the endings never really sticked out to me in both of the seasons. But I really enjoy, like, opening 1's opening, like, just so much. It was just so, like, it's one of those ones that you just absolutely love. Honestly, I'd recommend checking out Noragami Aragoto's opening as well. Like, it's really solid. But let's just get into it. So, we get to see everyone again. We get to see Yato, Hiyori, you know, Yukine. We get to see them all crew again. Get to see them, like, actually, like, take care of, like, a baby from, like, the first part of the episode. And it's like, it was kind of nice just to see that, like, what they kind of did in the episode didn't really leave an impact and all that, because they'd definitely be shown from like a lot of the previews and a lot of stuff that I've actually read and all that. I don't want to get too much into it, but like definitely what they're saying is that, you know, we're going to be focusing a lot more on Bishamon, like when we actually saw a lot more in this episode, when we even started seeing her little flashback with what exactly Yato did to her. And it's like she was like covered in blight, and it was like, it seemed like some of her like family got cut down, and it seems like what she actually does, because she had a little bit more action in this episode than Yato, because Yato had to like fight off like this mirror demon that like a baby was doing, and like honestly, like he was just being a shit-eating grin, like all that, just cutting him down. Honestly, like just all of that was great. Animation perfect, you know, music just like just all of it was just good throughout all the Yato's part. And then when we got to like her part especially, we got to see like a lot of her regalias going around, like she was using them. And actually, even though like, because this one was like, you know, how kind of half full, like it had like an actual like raven sticking out as that, like she literally got out like to like the only way to really take someone like at that point especially is just pretty much force it out of them. And that's what she did, and like ended up making like another regalia. And it's actually turned out that it was like a broken mirror, because, you know, in a perfect one, like, you know, you can't always get that. And she's got like a huge family of people. It's just like, you know, you're part of the family, and it's just like, that's what I kind of really respect. She's got this really big household. Everyone really respects her. However, like, someone I think might have stinged her, like, especially, and if you remember that from season 1, it's like, if basically you get affected if, say, like, one of your, like, guys have, like, pretty much, like, done it as well, like, if they've done something bad or something, because, you know, hey, gods don't have to respect the rules, but they do as well, like, you know, they have to, and it's like, I think that's what happened, and like even as well, she was seeing like she's been getting like medical treatment, and it seems like, yeah, like she pretty much just wants to save a lot of people, but I guess her method of doing it is hurting her. And, you know, that's especially, maybe she might have to go through that again, like, maybe what Yato went through, essentially, you know, with Yukine. Like, I really want to see, like, that, and because she's, like, one of my favorite characters, and especially from what I've seen so far in the manga, she's a really good character, and that was one thing I wanted to see, especially when I finished Season 1, is that I wanted to see more development with her, and that was the only issue I had with Season 1, and now they're especially doing that now, and I really enjoy, like, what they're going to be doing, and personally, you know, that's great and all that, to see what it's doing, and I, like, honestly, I hope like with the pacing as well. I mean, I know they did change a few things a little around in this episode, but I really want them to do like another 3 volumes. If they want to do another filler ending, that is perfectly fine. Like, I am honestly, like, it's been trusted that they know what they're doing. The only thing that I could say, like, I'm sure a lot of people noticed, because I definitely checked beforehand as well, like, a lot of people weirded out, like, there was a couple scenes in the episode where, like, you saw people talking, like, it was a little bit on the side, but you saw, like, no faces whatsoever, like that. I don't know, it kind of reminded me of, like, Flowers of Evil or something like that, where, like, they sort of had that where people's faces just didn't come in for a bit. Like, honestly, like, didn't bother me. I still think it looks really good. It's like, it doesn't look terrible. It's just like, it was a little thing. So I think that might throw a few people off about it. But personally, like, it was a really fun episode. Honestly, I forgot how much fun Noragami was and just how much the character, because that's what it is. The character just is colourful. Like, there's a lot of action going around in the world. It's just like, it's a real great environment to be in, like, seeing, like, what kind of happened. And it's like, it feels like a good time for it to come back, because it's like, hey, here's what the character's been up to, you know, he's been learning, you know, he's been studying and all that, you know. You got Hiyori helping and teaching him that. You got Yato still trying to be the Jakufuck that he is and all that. But it's like, I definitely think we're going to be seeing a lot more between, like, the conflicts between, you know, Yato and Bishamon in the future. Honestly, I can't say too much though about what, but I'm just gonna say honestly from what you guys have seen from the previews and all that. But because I've honestly seen, like, just like, I've read the first 5 volumes, and like, I've been really wanting to get that 6th one. So maybe they might end on the 6th volume. That's where I'm going. But honestly, to just say, I really enjoyed this episode. Like, anything, like, I'd give this one, like, honestly, solid 8.5 to a 9. It was a really great episode to return to Noragami, and honestly, I think this is going to be one of the better shows that's come out this season, next to One Punch Man, because people know, if you haven't seen that One Punch Man episode, whoo, that was, you know, I'm sorry, I love you, Noragami, but, you know, you got some big shoes to fill when it comes to One Punch Man, and especially the same thing with One Punch Man. Can't take it lightly, because Noragami's here, and it's back, and it's better than ever. So really can't wait to see watch, you know, see a little bit more of Noragami. So let me know in the comments section down below what you think about this. Honestly, really recommend it. If you haven't seen Noragami Season 1, I believe the Blu-ray is out now for you guys to pick up, so I would heavily recommend. If you haven't seen Noragami Season 1, really recommend to see it. If not, I get this manga here, because this manga is also very solid as well. And if it's anime versus manga, you get a little bit of extra content with the Season 1 with the whole filler kind of thing, and it adds a little bit more interest, you know, get to Yato. If you want some real great art and you don't want kind of no faffing around, like none of, like, you know, changing stuff around, then there you go. Just stick to, like, to the manga. But both are equally as good. But let me know in the comment section down below, because it's a very underrated series, and I'd like it to get a little bit more, you know, love out there, especially the manga. No one talks about the manga, and it's like, that's a shame, because, you know, I just want to put it out there. Like, I definitely want to catch up at some point, and hey, maybe I might even do a video too on, like, the Noragami manga. But that's all from me. Also, thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.